I've written, this is my fourth. I wrote three nonfiction books that have all been international bestsellers, but I thought it would be interesting to write a fiction thriller, and the Apollo murders, and it's alternative history fiction. Set in the Cold War and the space race with Apollo 18 going to the moon. And almost everything that happens in this thriller is real. More than half the characters are real people that lived or are still alive. And I twisted this torturous plot in amongst the real anchor events of what was going on in the spring of '73. And that made it just so much fun to link between all these things that did happen and what just might have happened. And, the Soviets had a spy space station that malfunctioned, and a little experimental rover on the moon that malfunctioned, and all of those real things that I could put the Apollo murders into. It was a huge amount of work. I've never written fiction before, but I'm just delighted to see the really positive reviews and reactions. It's already a bestseller in several countries, including the UK, which is kind of amazing to me, but very heartwarming as well.
It's intriguing. I must get a read of the book because it sounds absolutely fascinating. So is somebody supposedly murdered then on one of the space shuttles or something? Is that the main plot?
Well, if you look closely, it says the Apollo murders.
So there's quite a few people.
At least two people. Yeah.
I love it.
At least two. And that was a challenge to, because there's only three people on an Apollo capsule. So to work plural in, it's the ultimate, closed room mystery. But I think you'll be amazed to read the book, because not only, it's a fun, rollicking kind of adventure mystery, but it gave me a chance through all my characters to really let you know, what is it actually like on a spaceship? How does everybody interact with each other? What type of people are they? What do they find funny? When things go badly, how does everybody on a spaceship really react? Or when something amazing happens? And the freedom of writing fiction was, I could tell it from all those different points of view. And so I think it's not only hopefully a gripping kind of plot, but also you'll come away with just, especially with what's going on in space right now, you'll come away with sort of a more fundamental, visceral sense of just what it is like to be an astronaut on board a spaceship. What
is the best thing about being on the spaceship? And what is the worst thing that you have to do on a spaceship? Don't be too graphic.
Best thing is weightlessness. Weightlessness is so much fun. It's like having a superpower. Where, imagine right now, Nana, if I could just tap you on the head and you could effortlessly fly around the studio, or just push off and fly home. Like you were suddenly Wonder Woman or something. And to be that way perpetually on a spaceship, it's one of the things you regret when you come back to Earth, of the unrelenting oppression of gravity when you're used to the liberation of spaceflight. But the worst part, I don't know, it's a pretty magnificent experience. I don't know why the movies make it look so depressing, like First Man or Ad Astra with Brad Pitt. Everyone's just so grim. I don't know why. It's a fantastic, joyful mission of discovery with really interesting people in a place that hardly anyone's ever been to. And yet when I watch it in movies, everyone looks like, they're on their deathbed or something. I don't know why. It's misrepresented.